Bologanaka, my name is Saula Kodoi. I'm originally from Lamiti Meviti. I look after the Central Urban Division, which is basically from Lami to Nosori. Nosori right up to the village of Nandali. At the Lami side, right at the Visari boundary.
Hi, my name is FNSC Ikanindrondo. I'm the Sports Development Officer for Central Rural. And I look after Serua, Namusi, Naitasiri and Rewa. As for the 4 provinces, we have already covered around 90% of the population itself, for the 4 provinces.
My name is Joe Dinamat. I'm from Natalera Ndasam in Teleu. And I look after the Eastern Division, which I have 5 provinces on my roll. And that is Lau Group, the Lumaviti Group, Kandavu, Rutuma and Teleu.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlene Lockington with the Fiji National Sports Team in the Western Division. We cover with the 3 biggest provinces in Fiji. We have the Nandronga, Ba and Ra provinces, with Nandronga having 22 districts and 121 villages, Ba with 21 districts and 107 villages, Ra with 19 districts and 89 villages.
So our total number of population, we are covering around 131 plus population in the north, looking after the 3 provinces, which is 36 districts, 293 villages, and that is the demography of what we are covering.
I think one of the big achievements that we have achieved so far is the zoning of the communities in Suva, the forming of networks within the communities of Suva, accreditation of community referees, accreditation of community administrators. More sports communities are happening in all the communities. Clubs has been formed from community, assisting them in affiliated into national federation. So this is one of the achievements that we have formed the National Touch Rugby Association. We have taken touch rugby all over, like 70% of the urban communities of about touch rugby. We have introduced canoe, B6 canoe into some of the communities. I think we've been so fortunate that some of the youth are based in Lami that haven't tried canoe. We managed to run some community games in the community for canoe race. So that's the next plan, that we will be having one in Usori, and then how can we have one in Lami again.
We have achieved in terms of our 6 programs is the forming of the sports association. Basically, for the 4 division, for altogether province, we have 13 sports association. These 13 sports association look after the Tikina in terms of the sports programs that actually run in the community. One of the provinces is Rewa. We work closely also with the Rewa Naitasiri Tainebu disability, and running programs for them that we introduce our inclusive sports program, where we bring in sports as a tool for them to reach out to their community. Of Rewa, Nitia Nitanui, a very outspoken woman who empower the three provinces that comes under her umbrella, and she is also the president of the Wine Rocker Sports Association. The Wine Rocker Sports Association was exactly formed by the Fiji National Sports Commission through the Train the Trainer program 5 years back. And before that, we actually run in programs for the kids, children with special needs, and this has been very well received from the community. From Rewa, we go up the hill at Naitasiri. We have a young woman who comes to our program. When the commission started, it was a stigma that only men plays rugby, and now through our program, being a female working for the commission, this has really motivated the team, motivate the community in coming out and trying sports, and know that this is other opportunity in terms of employment through sports. And through that, we have identified ladies and girls who are now playing provincial team for the Naitasiri. From Naitasiri, we go down right to Namosi. At the moment, Namosi, we have 2 sports associations. Through our program, we have identified 5 women who now are playing for the Namosi provincial team. This is through our sports outreach program and train the trainer. And we also run our programs within the school also, where we identify students, and then we request sporting organization to actually reach out to the schools. Also during secondary tournament for rugby and volleyball, those are the teams that comes to play in the urban center. From Namosi, we go right to Serua. For Serua, we run programs also for people with special needs. We have Tosumai Serua program also, where we visit all the villages in Serua and conduct inclusive programs where they come out and try out sports, and we introduce them to the sporting organization. For Serua, through our sports outreach program, we identify an athlete known as Aseri Tikomaiwai. Aseri went through our program, and now through our program, he became the national assistant coach for the junior weightlifting championship. And from that program, he identified 2 participants who also won medal through this international junior weightlifting championship that was held here in Suva.
In those 5 provinces, I've set up 14 community sports associations. There's 3 in the Lomaiviti group. We've set up in Koro Island, Koro Sports Association, and also in Ngau Sports Association and Ovalau Sports Association. We've set up in Kandavu, we've got 2, the Kandavu Sports Association and the Navepa, which was done last few weeks. So in Navepa there's about 11 villages that comprises of Navepa district. And in Telebu we have 2 Telebu North and Telebu South, the disability sports associations, because we also cater for them on that area. And we have Namalata Sports Association and Dawasamu Sports Association with Mbau and Wainimbuka that have been set up. And in Lau we have Vidia Sports Association and Vonombalau, and as well as Lakemba. So that have been set up, and we've been to all these places and all the nearby islands so that they can stand up and do sports on their own while we are here in Vitilevu, and we monitor from Vitilevu the movements of the sports around India.
Actually, we've had a lot of achievements in the Western Division. One I would say could be our wellness in Rewasa, the Osomaira program, and another one of our achievements is bringing in the Indo-Fijian community. We did a workshop for the 6 special schools of education, the teachers in swimming. We brought in Swim Fiji, which we are quite appreciative to, and actually they came in and accredited our teachers with basic swimming skills. And these teachers, as a part of the follow-up, these teachers went back and they coached some of the kids that went to the Abu Dhabi Special Olympics, and some of them came back with gold and silver medals. These achievements in the different areas that we focus on. Rewasa sports outreach program, where we had 4 Indo-Fijians take part in football, and one of the guys that did take part was Mr. J. Kellawan. He lives in Nalawa, and Nalawa football, they were banned from playing football due to bad governance by Fiji football, and that was 2018. So now come to 2022, Jay has, when he finished from the Rewasa program, he went into development for a grassroots development in the Tikina Saivo area, and he became the coach, the grassroots coach. He also went up the coaching pathway. He took the youth development coaching course, and now today he is a senior coach in Nalawa, and with the administration team that he has brought in, Fiji football will be allowing Nalawa to come in as an association by 2023 to take part in the football league games and competitions. One more where we see Indo-Fijian ladies, the Fiji National Sports Commission, Korovuto was the first Indo-Fijian netball team to register to the Fiji National Sports Commission, and we are quite proud of that. We are bringing in now Indo-Fijian ladies taking part. Now from that registration, now we have 10 other Indo-Fijian netball teams from the west and the south, with the most number of teams from the south, netball teams, Indo-Fijian teams, and now they have formed a new Indo-Fijian Netball Association. So this is also a big achievement that we have. In May this year, come May, this year they have their first tournament in Suva, the first Indo-Fijian netball tournament, and directly after just speaking to their president, Christine, she said directly after that tournament they are going to affiliate to Netball Fiji as the Indo-Fijian Netball Association. The Latoka Golden Age Home, we took in the wellness program. We got sports equipment donated to them, table tennis boards and equipment that we donated, and we went in and did wellness, where there was one when we took the ladies and the men, the able ones, we took them out for a nice long walk, some in their wheelchairs, and that's part of their wellness that we take in. This program I call them the voice of the wilderness with the Golden Age Home. It's quite close to us, this program. This is quite a very passionate program for us here in Latoka. Talent identification through the rugby league in from the bar trainer program. We have talent 3 Nandarivatu. We just had their follow-up tournament where the national Fiji Mbati rugby coach, he came in, he identified 3 players. They have never played sport, for a very long time in Nantaribaki. So vast, it's so big what we do. We not only target the programs that we have, we go out also into in Latoka, the Latoka Golden Age Home, all the orphanages, the special schools. We have piloted so many programs that we've taken in wellness to ensure that we cater for their sporting.
Number one, the reaching the unreached. That is probably one of our main reach, as you mentioned on our datas. Majority of people in Vanuatu, first time the sports development programs into their districts, into their villages, into their homes. So that is one of the major achievements, is reaching the unreached, which is our coverage, and also marketing for Sports Commission young in the system, sports development. So probably we started 2013, so nearly 10 years now compared to any other departments already in place in Vanuatu. That is one. Secondly is formation of CSH. We have probably 10 now in the whole of Vanuatu, and we are willing to extending the establishment of Community Sports Association where we want to encourage competition, participation, and also creating pathways for our coaches and for our administration, for our match officiating to take ownership of the programs. That's where we set up CSA, so probably around 10 to 12 CSA. Also, another thing also is formation of some of the well-known association in Mongolia. For example, Madhuata Netball Association, after 12 years, then we revive it again. Volleyball Lambasa, after 8 years, then we revive it again. So now we are going into Sabu and Taveuni as well. These are well-known places or well-known names, household names in the late 80s and 90s. So that is what we are trying to revive, what is already established. And lastly is probably just an highlight. Last year we ran our first World Rugby Educator course in the Northern Division, where two of our ex-TOTs, so they started from level 1 coaching, they gone to level 2, and now they become World Rugby Educators, which is creating employment opportunity and pathways. And on that note, we also have one female World Rugby Educators that we are doing it now. So we are not looking at men, so we are looking at gender equality and also inclusion in terms of sports outreach. And also, I'm just covering the rugby, but netball also has been there, netgo, soccer and others. So in terms of sports as well, we managed to reach out to the communities with nearly 20 sports, different sports. So that is half of what is our national federation here in Fiji. So we have managed to bring those sports to the community as well.
I just like to thank the Sports Commission for bringing us on board. Yes, some of our programs can be, it's very passionate to us, and with our sports development programs, I think we're doing quite a good job. Maka.